Hey guys, today is February the 5th of 2014, and I want to go over the euro and just give you my thoughts and my opinions, and know that this is an educational video only. So please consult a professional financial advisor. I just give you my ideas, my thoughts using calculations, mathematics, and esoteric way of looking at the markets, and you decide what's best, if it helps your trading or overdoes it. But just know that this is my opinion and no recommendations. All right, so let's look at the world markets. You can see that Asia is kind of mixed. Nikkei very positive, FTSE positive, and the others are mixed. S&P kind of positive, and Brazil and Mexico kind of negative. If we look at today's calendar, economic calendar, we see that we had some market mover here with the euro. ADP non-farm employment came at 175, was forecast as 191. And the next market mover should be the manufacturing PMI, which would be at 9 a.m. in an hour or so. If we look at tomorrow's going to probably look like a big day. There's a lot of stuff going on. You see right here, minimum bid rate at 6:45. ECB press conference, and then 7:30 is going to be just fireworks, trade balance, unemployment claims, and then it kind of calms down. So tomorrow should be interesting from 6:45 a.m. So I should probably be up early to see the action. Normally I get up at that time anyway. Actually at 5:30 I get up, so I should probably catch any moves from there. Commitment of traders report. Okay, so look, this is what's going on. We get a spike over here, and now everything is pulling in. So now commercials are selling it, and as of now, speculators and retail are buying it on the index and on the net positions. Commercials are selling it, and large speculators and retail are slowly buying it. And that's from here, from the 27th, actually the 28th. So we don't know what's going on in this week, but this is what's kind of like pointing the picture. And you can see that the sentiment is pointing down after this big pop, which was a big sell. So now it looks like it wants to maybe go higher. So I'm just showing you what I see here. You know, when it goes down, the euro goes up. And when it goes up, the euro goes down. So I'm just trying to show you the pattern that I see. So that's what's going on right now. But the most important thing is to look at price action and see where we at. Let's look at Forex. Let's refresh this a little bit. You can see that euro's minus 0.04% for the day. Let's look at the week, and it's positive 0.22%. We look at the month, it's negative 0.54%. It's not looking good for the month. And for the quarter, it's positive 0.30%, so it's barely creeping up. Look at half a year, it's positive 1.93%. So let's go into the charts. Before I do that, let's look at my Gann emblem. I added some different calculations I do that I've never included on my video. One, I use the Gann emblem. The other one is geometry, and this one is armanometry. Armanometry. First time I'm actually pronouncing it. Armanometry. So this is the armanometry, or ergonometry, if I should say. Either way, I'm not that great in spelling. So that's this category. This is geometry, and this is the Gann. So I'm using the December 27th and 30th. I had to, because that's the spike, and then that's the one that I feel like it's actually working. It's the 30th. So you got two dates that you'll see. So don't get confused. It's just I'm using two pivot, the two highs. One high, the spike, and then the next day, which brought the slam down where we at now. And the pivot low, the 7th, which hasn't been taken out yet, which is, I believe, the 32.95, if I'm correct. And then geometry, these are the dates. So right now, we're on a date on the Gann emblem, which is the 5th. We also on a date on the ergonometry on the 5th. And then you can see that this is a big day, the 7th. I haven't actually looked to see which day falls on a day that's on a Saturday, so market close. So if you see it, no, I haven't updated that yet, that far. So I just want to let you know that. So the next date to watch will be the 6th and then the 7th. Because this is a vibration day, which you got a cluster right here of 1, 2, 3, 4 days on the 7th. Actually 5 with geometry. So you got a good pattern right here. And on the 6th, we have one just here. I put the ones on red more important than the black one, just because I see there's something about it that when it hits these dates on a certain geometry, according to ergonometry, I've seen a pattern that it really works. So I want to see if these have more better signal compared to the black ones. That's why I separated them in the colors. That's what it means. So these are more, I'm leaning more on these, you know, and it's between 2 dates because it can either hit the 13 or the 14. And then the 14, you know, and then I guess that's a weekend, so that's probably a Friday. So then this will probably be, I guess, a Sunday or a Monday. So that's the lookout like that. So that's where we are there. Pretty simple. Let's see what else I wanted to show you. Let's go into the charts. Now that we got this dates to watch for February. Got seasonal dates for you also. So seasonal dates, we had some good success on the seasonal dates. Like the 15, I can't remember what date that was right there. But you remember, you've seen the videos. So now these are the seasonal dates I have is the 14th, and I got a cluster of 2 dates, 2 hits for the 14th, and that's Valentine's. So that should be interesting. I don't know if we're trading or not. Oh, I'm sure it'll probably be open. What day is the 14th? 14th is a Friday, Valentine's. So there's a cluster there. You got the 18th and the 26th. 18th, that's a Tuesday, and the 26th, that's a Wednesday. So those are the dates I have for February in regards to seasonal dates. And this is where we're at right now. We still to a downswing unless this changes. We still to the downside. So in other words, you'll be shorting every pop, even though this was a fake out. We'll see. We got a pivot low of the 3rd, so we'll see if this is going to be taken out. If we put our retracements, you see that we kissed the 25%, blew above it a little bit, what 34.53 around there, and then came right back down. I want to show you something, and I want to get really close, as close as I can. The next level you want to keep an eye on if you're going up, upward, is 35.59. That's a 50% level from a swing low to swing high. And if you're going down, your next would be, but I don't even know if we're going to be going down. Just want to show you what's building up here. You got a 50% level here, which is 34.98, and that's why the euro has been, bouncing and consolidating here and just kind of quiet. There's a 50% level there. We start building up our retracements. Continue building up. Continue building up. You're going to see one thick red line. That's a 50% level on the bigger picture. And that's 34.93, and you got 34.98 from the swing low to swing high. So that's telling me why the euro hasn't really cracked, because that's a big level right there. You add another one, that's another big 50% level, 35.10, and it's hanging around there. I don't know where the euros is at right now. Where is it? 35.14. It's just smack right in the middle. Want to look at the big. See, that's from probably from here to here. That's the 50%. I'm talking about from like the 2010 low all the way to like the 2009 high. That's a 50% level. That's the line in the sand. And you got from here to here, there's another 50% level right there. So now, knowing that this is the 50% level, when you zoom in on the daily, now you see why it's a chop fest between the bulls and the bears. That's why you always want to watch the 50% level, and it's pretty much no man land. If we go up, then we're gonna go higher. If we crack this down, we're gonna go lower. But right now, you just kind of have to, depending what you're feeling or what your technicals is telling you, this is the line in the sand. Besides the 1x1, which is geometric angles, but this is the line in the sand right here too. There's a couple of them. It's just depending which one you think is more important. So I just wanted to show you those things there, so you can keep an eye on and so you can know why the euro has stalled there. It didn't continue going down. It's because that's a key level. We do our Andrews, you can know that we already failed. We failed over here. That's a weekly, and you see that we cracked it. We cracked it with Momo. We add our other Andrew, Pitchfork. That failed there. You guys know that. Now I just added a new one just to see what's going to the downside, which is this one. It's finding support here on top of the 50 that's here. If you bring that over here, you're gonna see that's kind of like in the middle of the channel, so you could go up here, and if it fails, it'll just continue dancing on this channel, or if it continue, go here, and maybe going down this channel all the way down. Same thing there. If you want to do it from here, from this pivot, you see how it kissed it up here and failed it. So you can see that just by doing these two pivot low, pivot high, you see how price is dancing around. If you put this anchor it right here, you see that it found support. So I'm going to leave it there because I want to see if this is going to be support. I know this is probably going to be resistance in this over here too. So I wanted to show you that too. Let's see. I think that's it. You got all the dates that are for February, and you got the seasonal dates. So you got to keep an eye on those. And as you all know, these are all shorts, and these are all SARs, ATR, and percentages. So if you're short, or this is going to pop and go long, these are where the majority of the stops are going to be hanging around. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's go over here. As you can see, the 1x1 angle has been failed right here. You guys know that, but you got the 50% right here, 34.90, big base, and this is just from the grid here of the I believe the 511, 5411 high grid. And this is where we're at right now. It's pretty choppy. Had a fake pop, and now it's back to square here. If we go to the 2-1 high, which is a little different, you got that same angle of support right here, and this is where you're at. If we go to my Gunner, my Gunner 24, pivot low July 9th, you see that this is on the square grid. You see that this is support too, and this is where we're at. It found support right here on this arch, and it's just dancing right here, 35.16. So we'll see. I mean, I got some indicators that I use, some geometry, mathematical calculations that say this could possibly be a low, but not guaranteed. Could be maybe a short-term low as of now, and maybe it could retrace. It maybe hit an angle or something around here, and then kind of But the line of the sand is this level right here. Just keep that in mind. It's a 50% level from a lot of different swings. You crack that, and it's going to probably crack it with, momentum. They already feel the 1x1 right here. So that's not looking good either. So let's go back to our charts. I'm already past my time. So let's just glance this chart real quick. And then we'll look at the big picture, and the US session already just started. So you can see right now the linear regression channel is pointing to the downside, while the big major ones are pointing up. You got this, what is it, the 37.5% level right here. You got the 50, and this is a yearly chart. And you're below the Kumo cloud, and the cloud just turned bearish. Turned bearish from 311. All below the moving averages. You just hit. Interesting, you see? That's one of the things I like Woody's pivot. This is Woody's PP monthly. Look at price went right to it and came right back down. And this is the monthly. This is a weekly. And this is John Pearson's. I use it just for forecasting. It forecasts for like 2 days in the future. It lets me know like levels. So this is where we're at. You're below the mobile band, so not good to the positive, not to the upside. But support wise, you have a value area low right here, which is at 34.95. You got the low right here, which is what, 34.76, and then you got this, and you got the 50%. All levels are somewhere around here, and then you have this 37.5, which is like the 38 or 32.8. Get confused with all these numbers. The Fibonacci level right there. Let's look at the big picture and wrap it up. Right here. The big pictures that consist of the monthly, weekly, daily, and the 12-hour. Not looking good. Just looking at the monthly, I just got a purple fissure. That's one of my favorite indicators to tell me when the trend has changed with TIMA and PPS. And we just got that on the monthly for February. So is this going to be pressure to the downside? We're in mobile, so this could be all choppy. You got a 50% here, which is 33.54, which could head to. And that's just me speculating. Team is still positive. Mobile is positive. Most of the time, Fisher gives you a early signal of what's going on. Short-term TTM wave already started with January and confirming it in February. And we started in January and then kind of got a pop. But we'll see if this turns blue again. It looks like weakness is getting stronger, every day. Same thing here. We went all the way up here, kissed the mobile, and fell right back down, and that's where we're at. You can see the chopness right here. These are all weeks. And now the final push is now looking now to the downside. Same thing on MACD, pushing lower. We 50 just left zoom mode, so now this is pushing lower. You see, Fisher right here. Even though it was all choppy, the trend is still lower, lower, lower. You got a squeeze play set up from the last 3 weeks. So this week, the 20th, the 27th, and now this week, and it looks like everything wants to go to the downside. Same thing here. Day-wise, you've been on a squeeze play from the 28th all the way to the 31st, and then you got the green light to go short, and what did good selling, and then it kind of found a base, which is that 50%, and now it's kind of like where we're going to go next with the euro. Where are they going to push it? Everything pretty much looks negative. Looks like the cycle down now wants to like go and turn up. So we just got the first signal, so it's setting a base here. We got to see if it's going to hold. The 12-hour, same thing. You did a low, and you just you see that's not really a lot of action just today, but everything is still negative. You just got to pop, and this could be, you know, a head fake or snap back down, because the 50 is all the way in zoom mode, and the 20 and 5 is all spread out, and it hit up here. So this could possibly get slammed right back down unless we start trending higher. But you do have a buy soap signal, and you got a Fisher buy, so it looks like the cycle now wants to go to the upside, but we got to wait for confirmation. And you see that you got a head fake here, and it looks like it wants to go higher, but this is a 12-hour, man. This is kind of like a 5-minute for me, and this is like an hour here. So Gann is telling me stay short. So I'm gonna continue following that until we get a turn, and then I'll make my decision on what I'm gonna do there. Hope this helps. Good trading. Make some pips. Sorry for making it so long, but I figured, you know, I haven't done a video. I've been, you know, busy doing other things, so I figure I'd give you a big video to watch and write down some dates and see what happens. Let's see how this month will come out, and see what dates will work, what won't work. I just added this new one that I've been using, but I figure I'd share with you guys, and you guys can check it out and see how this works with, you know, trading the euro. Good trading. Make some pips. Peace.